Hi, it's Cynthia. So good to see you again. And here we are on another beautiful and hot day in Encinitas, California. Supposed to be up in the 90s today, which is really going to be a steamer for us. And no matter where you are in the world, you're going to be experiencing some energy this week also with the new moon that's coming in on Thursday. So I thought today's practice would be an excellent opportunity for us to dial into the receptive and the intuitive nature of the moon. So our practice is going to be about receiving, to open up the space to receive. There's also a meditation at the end of our practice for self-inquiry and to help you chart that next turn on your spiritual journey. I hope you stick around for that too. I think you're really going to like it. You're going to need a block. And if you're in 90-degree weather, you're going to need some air conditioning. Anyway, are you ready to get started? Let's set up your mat so it's perpendicular to mine, and then come to the back of the mat and sit back onto your heels in Virasana. Bring your hands to your heart and just take a nice, slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, release anything from the morning or the day and start to tune in on what you're focusing on emotionally, mentally, and spiritually today. Set your intention. On your next inhale, open the arms, sweep them back, lift the heart, look up, and then bow down into child's pose. Empty out, and then breathe in round the spine, open it up once again, stretch back, and then just come back to child's. 2 more times, breathing in, lifting. Exhale to lower. Inhale, last time, arms outstretched. And then pull it all forward as you settle down into your child's. And let's just stay here for a few breaths. As you extend your arms, stretch the seat back, and find the length in the spine while drawing the shoulders down and away from your ears. On your next inhale, again, sweep the arms back, and this time place them behind you, tented fingers. Now straight arms, lift the hips up for a little back bend. Feel the energy of the breath breathing you, and then come forward into child's. Pause for a breath here. Now round the spine, shift forward into cobra with straight arms, knees are down. And then exhale back to child's. Finding the flow now, returning to that back bend, arms swoop behind you, tented fingers, lift the hips, and then exhale back to child's. Lifting and breathing into cobra, exhale back to child's. Windmill the arms up, reach them behind you, tented fingers, lift the hips, and then exhale back to child's. Again, round it up, find your back bend, cobra, exhale back to child's. Windmill the arms back, breathe in, take your back bend, lift the hips. Exhale, seat down. We meet in child's. Now rising up into forearm plank, slide your forearms, press them down, line them up under your shoulders as you draw the strong inner thighs together and the belly up to the spine. And now lower your knees, chest and chin, all the way to the mat as you extend your arms behind you with your pinky fingers towards your body, palms facing down. Locust, lift the heart, lift the shoulder blades by pulling them back together. And now exhale, lower. Turn your neck and let your cheek rest on the mat. Exhale back to center. And using your bandhas now, engage the core, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze, don't strain. And now lower down. Take a head turn to the other side. chin back to the center. As you breathe in, legs and arms lifting off the earth. And let's exhale to lower down. Now placing the hands underneath the elbows and drawing the shoulders back and down the waist. Press up into upward facing dog. Pull the low belly in, engage the quads, and draw yourself up and out of your shoulders. Great job. Let's press it back to downward facing dog. Lift your seat to the sky. Straighten your legs as you widen the space between your shoulder blades and press your hands into the earth. Draw your inner thighs toward the midline. Take a few breaths here. Now look up at your hands. Step, jump, or walk to the front of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale down. And then rise up to upward salute, palms touch. Bring your hands down to your heart. Inhale, swoop the arms back up. And then lower your left arm, leaving the right arm reaching for the sky for Ardha Chandrasana. Level out your hips. Everything's stacking here. Inhale, both arms back together, and let's take it to the other side. Inhale, bring the arms back to center, palms touch, and swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, and then place the palms down, jump or step back for your vinyasa. Exhale as you lower. Inhale to back bend. Exhale to down dog. Pause for a breath. And now shift forward, bringing your right knee with you and place it between your hands, setting up for low lunge. Back knee goes down, foot is unflexed. Reach the arms up and overhead for Anjaneyasana. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Palms touch. Bring your hands to your heart and then swoop them back and open just like before. Exhale, straight arms forward, palms touch. And then reverse it, reach back, open the heart. And then exhale to touch forward. Inhale and exhale. One more time, reach them back, lift the heart, and then come forward with the hands and place them down on the earth as you lift your back knee for runner's lunge. Stretch one line of energy from head to heel. And then find your block and draw it over to your body, placing it underneath your face as you lower your back knee and untuck your back toes. Coming into lizard pose if you like this pose. Otherwise, just stay right there in a low lunge. In lizard, you move your right foot out just a couple of inches and bring your shoulder within that leg. Stretch the spine long and keep the axial alignment of your neck as you relax the hips and the pelvis down. Now remove your block and stretch back to downward facing dog. And now lifting the opposite leg so the left leg flies up to three-legged dog. Open up your hips, bend the knee. Take a good stretch. That hip flexor had a good one. So we're going to stretch it out now. And if Wild Thing is part of your practice, take yourself very carefully into this back bend, this strong aligning pose, keeping the shoulder right over the wrists. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Stretching back. And let's take our vinyasa now. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause for a breath here. Enjoy this stretch. Breathe in. Let's shift forward. As we come into the left leg now, drawing it under the body, placing the foot down, the knee down. Untuck the toe. Find the flat back as you lift your arms and torso. Stretching through the fingers, but lowering through the shoulders. Palms touch, hands to heart. Open them back, and then reach forward. Swooping motion, breathing in. Exhale, coming forward. One more time, open it up. Exhale, hands forward. And this time, let's place the hands down on the earth and find that runner's lunge. Back knee lifts. Long spine, long crown of head, reaching forward. Find your block. Lower the back knee and coming into lizard. Keep your knee tucked into your shoulder, your hips level as you pull that left hip crease back. And just relax into this stretch and tune in to how your body is feeling. One more breath. Great job. Remove the block, stretch back to down dog. Three-legged dog, lifting the right leg up. Open the hip, bend the knee. Take some circles. Wild thing if you want to. Let your joy guides guide the way. Or have fun in your down dog. And now let's swoop it back around into downward facing dog. Inhale for vinyasa. Exhale, one line of energy down. Inhale for your upward facing dog. And then breathe back, stretch back into your beautiful downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. One more. And let's find Uttanasana, step, jump, or walk to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. And then exhale to Uttanasana. Bring yourself upward salute. Hands come to heart. Let's open the arms up and overhead and come into Ardha Chandrasana once again, feeling grounded yet reaching with those right fingers. Beautiful. Swooping the arms up now so that they meet at the top. Let's take it to the other side. Keep the shoulders stacking. Draw the rib cage and belly in. Reach the arms up. Swan dive down, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump back to your chaturanga and lower. Push into the arms, press the shoulders back, and then find your downward facing dog. Good job. Now let's inhale forward and step the right foot through for low lunge. Just like before, raise the arms, lifting, stacking everything. Draw your hands together, bring them down to your heart. Open the arms, spread them back. Bring the hands forward. Take this flow as you reach back and then forward. One more time, open it up. Reaching forward, palms touch, and then lower the hands down to the earth. And let's take balancing half moon pose. So grab your block and place it a few inches from your right foot. Shift your weight into that front leg as you kick your left leg back. Draw the bandhas in, stacking and turning the torso so that you're opening your hips up. Great job. Keep the length in the spine. Adjust the block if you need to. And if Shavasana is part of your practice, which is a standing bow pose, find the focus by balancing on all four corners of the foot and then bending the top leg back and grabbing your foot. Push the foot into the hand and open up through the chest. Release the pose. Take a big step back now. Come into reverse triangle and setting up for triangle pose. Right toe pointed straight at me. Back foot aligned with the back edge of your mat. Grab your block and place it right behind your foot. Open up, lengthen the spine, lift the rib cage from all four sides. 3 breaths here. Press into the back foot. Use your core strength to rise up, right arm lifting, reverse triangle, and then windmill the hands down to the earth and take your vinyasa. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, press the shoulders back. And exhale to downward facing dog. You're doing great. 2 breaths here. On your next breath in, let's come forward, left leg this time, reaching through, placing the foot down between the hands for low lunge. Same sequence, other side. Lift your arms up for Anjaneyasana. Palms touch. Bring the hands down to the heart. And then open up to your back bend. Swoop forward 2 more times. Inhale, extend back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Place the hands down. Preparing for Tula Ardha Chandrasana. Get your block. Place it by your left foot. And then pressing into that front leg, kick your right leg back. Open the hips. Engage the bandhas. Feel that line of energy. Heel to crown of your head. And taking Shavasana, if you like, press the foot into the hand as you balance. And be patient with yourself. Falling isn't failing. One of my wise teachers has told me that many times. And let's carefully release it back. Take your hands, windmill them back, reverse your triangle. Great job. And then exhale into that front left leg. Grab your block and place it by your foot, if that helps your hand get down there. And then reach your right hand up to the sky, stretch it long. Keep spiraling the heart open. And then press into the back leg, reaching up with the left arm, reverse triangle. And let's come back around into your vinyasa. Exhale as you lower. Breathe in for the back bend, stretching your heart through your arms. And then exhale back to down dog. Take some breaths here. You earned them. Inhale, shift forward. Holding into plank now, let's lower the knees down to the earth and come to a kneeling position for Ustrasana, camel pose. Knees are hip width distance apart. And then place your hands at your belly and draw your rib cage and your belly button back to your spine. Now release the hands and put them back on your sacrum as you begin to open your chest, lift your heart. Keep the hips pressing forward and then see if you can reach your hands back to rest on your tucked-toed heels. Stretch and open your chest. Use your bandhas here. don't strain. To release out of the pose, reach forward and then exhale down to child's pose. Now round forward, let's take a seat for Jana Shirshasana. Extend your right leg long, open it up, and then bend your left knee, bring the foot in. Reach the arms up and overhead, sit bones grounded, and then laterally bend over the extended leg. Keep yourself lifting up and out of the sit bones, raising your left arm up and over your head. Release your arm down, turning your torso towards that extended leg as you lengthen out through the spine and fold forward from the hips. If you want to keep a bend in your leg, that's just fine. Let's release the pose and come into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Slightly tuck your chin as you sit tall and hug the knee into the heart. And then open up your right arm behind you, twisting open to the right as you seal the hips down into the earth. Take some neck stretches if that feels good to you. One more breath. Let's uncoil now and take it to the other side, extending the left leg long, right leg tucked in. Sit tall, reaching the arms up and laterally bending to the left. Stretching up through both sides of the waist and then just letting gravity take its turn. Flex your foot, grab onto your toe, engage the muscles of that extended leg. Lower the right hand down, and let's come into that forward fold, facing the leg now. Press forward in the hips, extend through the crown, and fold. Low belly drawing in. Close your eyes and just integrate your body, your mind. Let's rise up and take our Ardha Matsyendrasana on the other leg. Seal that foot down into the earth as you hold on to your knee and open up to the left. Twisting and spiraling your heart back as you maintain the integrity of your neck and your shoulders, releasing them down. One more breath. Release it now. And let's come into Paripurna Navasana, boat pose. So bend your knees, put your feet on the earth, and then come to a flat, tall back. Lengthen the spine, lean back just a bit onto that cushy part of your seat, and then lift your lower legs parallel with the earth. Stretch the arms forward, parallel with the earth also. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Now keeping a bend in the knees, let's lower the toes, tap them, and then using your core, draw them back up. 2 more times, just like that. And if comfortable, try extending your legs and extending your arms also, so that you're in an inverted triangle. Use your core strength, your Uddiyana, and your Mula Bandha especially. Now hug the knees into your chest, roll back, and lie down onto your back. Apanasana circles here, hugging the knees and giving yourself a nice little massage. Now stretch your upper body up, kiss your knees. Take a hold of your big toes or your ankles with your fingers, and then extend the legs straight and long as you lean back onto the earth. And coming into a wide-legged, happy, extended baby here. Ah, that feels great. Bending the knees for happy baby now. Keep the sacrum down in the earth. Soles of the feet pressing into the hands. And release your baby for one of my favorite poses, Viparita Karani. Take your block and place it under your tailbone in a comfortable place. And then extend your legs up and over your hips, tucking your shoulder blades underneath your body for support. Relax your arms down, finding that perfect place of very little effort, and just allowing the structural quality of your bones to support your legs. And just integrate your heart and your mind and your spirit as you rejuvenate here. Three more breaths. And now bend your knees and reach back and remove the block as we come into Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Using your curling motion, engage your bandhas and reach your hips up, elongating through the lumbar. Cup the pelvis with your hands and draw your elbows in towards the midline of your mat. Now relax through the neck and allow the natural curve to stay there. Take any leg variations that you like here. Mind your neck, mind your spine. Be gentle with yourself. Straddle, opening the legs, or coming into plow, where you stretch the legs back behind you, knees to ears, or straight on extension back. Now very carefully, using your control, roll down, and let's find ourselves in Matsyasana, fish pose. This pose just opens you up to all the possibilities, lifting the heart up, shoulders and elbows are stacking, press the forearms down. Keep the legs pressed together and down into the earth. And if it's comfortable, just allow your neck to release and open up. Now let's come forward into a forward fold. And release back. Stretch the arms up and over your head as you lie back on the mat. And then bend your knees, place them wide, about the width of your mat, and let's take windshield wipers, shifting your knees to the right and then the left. One more time. And then let's just hold them there, over on one side. And then shift it over to the other. And stay there just for a moment. Feel that stretch in the side body. Great job. And settling in now for our Shavasana. And just drawing the deep, slow, even breath into your body. And releasing that breath. Feeling a beautiful sense of completion. And as we enter into this peaceful place for our meditation today, just allow yourself to give in to the receptive and the intuitive, cooling nature of the new moon. And feeling its energy coming upon you now, releasing all of the muscles in your body. And beginning at the top of your head, wherever there is any bit of tension, coming down through the face, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the neck. Allowing the arms to be very heavy here as your back body stretches on the earth. And feeling the natural curve of the spine softening as the rib cage relaxes. And the belly is loose. Feel your pelvis even, sacrum flush with the mat, and then extending your legs and allowing them to just float open as you release the inner groins. And taking the time to focus on your wants, your wishes, and your dreams. Tune in and take this time just for yourself. And now begin to bring awareness back into this present moment as you awaken the body, stretching, wiggling your fingers and toes, and then coming over onto your side and resting with your hand on the earth in gratitude for the peaceful integration of your body, mind, and spirit, for focusing and receiving the messages. And then rising up to your comfortable Sukhasana pose and sitting tall and bringing our hands to Anjali Mudra. Let's bow our heads. It is the humble and divine light in me that sees and honors the humble and divine light in you. Be well. Be joyful. Namaste. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next week.